Hi everybody, welcome to this evening's yoga session. I've just still got Zara on hold here, on hand, just to make sure that you can all hear me okay and everything. So just bear with us 1 second and we'll get going. So just a few things before we start this evening. Just work within your own limits. So you know your own body better than anybody else. So just make sure that you're taking it nice and slowly and nice and gently, working within your own limits. But thank you so much for joining me. We're going to have a lovely half an hour. We're just going to forget about everything else that's going on. Just really focus on feeling good, moving well, feeling strong, staying positive, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So we'll just check with Zara that we're all good to go. No news is good news, so we'll get started. Okay, so I just want you to stand up first of all. So you can do this practice sitting down if you wish, but if you're able, stand up. We're going to get you nice and warm. First of all, we're going to take 5 nice deep breaths in. So when you're ready, breathe in through the nose, reach the arms up, and exhale back down. And again, breathing in, reaching up, and exhale, hands by your sides. And again, 3 more. Breathe in, reach the arms up, exhale, hands by your sides. 2 more. Breathe in, reach up, exhale, hands by your sides. Last one, nice deep breath in. And exhale, hands by your sides. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to do something that I really recommend. I recommend it to the footballers. I recommend it to everybody, just with regards to their movement, their mobility. And it's all about taking every joint in your body through its full range of motion every day. So that means different things to all of us. We're all different, but you work within your limits, within your range. So I want you to stand up tall. We're going to start with your feet, and you're going to start with nice circles with your ankles. Just loosening up your ankles and opposite way. You can balance on a chair if that's better for you. Then opposite side. Good. Okay, so knee joints. I want you just to bend and straighten your leg. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. If you want to show off a bit, catch hold of your ankle, draw the heel in. Otherwise, you're just bending and extending that leg. Good. And opposite side, bend and extend, bend and extend, bend and extend. Good. Catch hold of that ankle. Draw the heel in for a quad stretch. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do that funny little dance that footballers do, just to loosen up our hips. So, a bit of internal rotation of the hips. And now we're going to go the other way. External rotation. Open the gate. They've taught me all these things over the years. Good. Once more each side. Okay, hands onto your hips. And now we're going to do a little bit of hula hooping. So just circles with your hips. One direction. And then opposite direction. Good. Lovely. Okay, hands in front of your chest. And we're going to rotate to your left. Rotate right. Really important movement through your upper back. Okay, arms up to shoulder height. So we can't get out swimming at the minute, but we're going to do a little bit here. So front crawl, everybody. Arms forwards. Good. Nice movement for the shoulders. Then backstroke. Good. Okay. Butterfly. 1, 2, another 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. Relax the arms, relax the arms. Okay. Just going to do a little bit of nice, gentle movement with your head. So look down towards the floor and up towards the ceiling. Down towards the floor up towards the ceiling. Good. Across to your right shoulder. Roll the head forwards across to your left. And just make circles with your head one direction, then opposite direction. And back to center. Okay, interlock your fingers, everybody. So we've all been on our phones. I know I have. So we're all, we want to get our hands, our wrists, our fingers nicely loosened up. Good. Okay, lovely. And then just a little bit of work through your wrists and elbows. Very nice. Good. Okay, and the sun's out and everything. It's all good. So from here, we're going to move into some classic yoga postures. So I want you to take your feet quite wide, so there's a nice triangle shape. And for the first posture, it's actually called triangle or Trikonasana is the fancy yoga name for it. Turn your left toes away from you. Turn your right toes in on a slight angle, but I want you to keep your hips as open as you can. Breathe in, reach the arms up, and then exhale, go sideways over your left leg. I want you to turn your head and look down at your left foot. So you want your head directly over that left foot. Doesn't matter where this hand goes to. Rotate and just lift the head and look up towards your right hand. So you'll just feel a lovely stretch in these hamstrings on your front leg. And you're going to come carefully out of that position. Bend the left knee, push and come all the way back up. Turn your left toes in, right toes away from you. Breathe in. And exhale, go sideways over your left leg. Good. Look down, just double check. Sorry, right leg, your right leg. Check that right leg is, your head is over that right foot. Then you're going to turn and look up at this left hand. And take a few nice deep breaths here and just enjoy this stretch. Bend into your right knee. Reach, come all the way back up. Turn your right toes in again, left toes away from you, hands onto your hips. Good. You're going to bend and straighten into your left knee. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. You should be feeling a really lovely stretch here in your hips. Now you're going to bend into that left knee. See if you can get your left knee directly above your left ankle. Then you're going to rest your left arm and your left thigh. Here's a challenge. Can you get your right arm all the way back to catch hold of that left thigh? Release this right arm, rotate the palm, and take the arm up and over. Turn the head, look underneath your right hand, and take two lovely long deep breaths here. Enjoy the stretch. Breathe in, come all the way back up. Turn your left toes in, right toes away from you, hands onto your hips, and you're going to bend and straighten into that right knee. Bend and straighten, good. And again, just check if your right knee is directly over that right ankle. Rest your right arm and your right thigh. Can you get your left arm all the way back? And then release the left arm, rotate the palm. Take the arm up and over, turn the head, look underneath your left hand and enjoy the stretch. Good. Breathe in, you're going to come all the way back up and just heel toe the feet in together. Good, very good. You're ready for another standing posture. It's a bit of a classic hamstring stretch. So I want you to step back with your left leg, right leg forward. You're going to interlock your fingers and bend that right knee and just interlock your fingers above your right knee. Then I want you to bend and straighten. Bend the knee. Think about lifting the left hip, the right hip up. Bend the knee, right hip comes up. Bend the knee, straighten the leg. Once more, bend the knee, and straighten the leg. Okay, keep the chest lifted, keep the legs straight this time, and walk the hands down towards the ankle, just wherever is comfortable for you. But feel the hamstring stretch in the back of this right leg. Good, then you're going to bend the knee, walk the hands back up, and we're going to swap sides. Try to keep the hips forwards. Your left leg is forward, and now you're going to bend that left knee, interlock your fingers, and to straighten the leg, think about lifting the left hip up. Bend the knee and straighten the leg. Bend and straighten. Once more, bend and straighten. Good. Keep the chest lifted. Walk the hands down towards your ankle or your foot or your shin. Really doesn't matter, just as long as you're getting a nice stretch. That's what's important. Good. And then bend the knee, walk the hands back up. Lovely. And feet together. Great. Okay, so we're going to do some balancing postures now. You might want to grab a chair or a worktop and just to balance, because this is about 5 minutes, but I want you also to notice what's happening in your mind at this point. So just notice, we'll check in again at the end of this sequence, but we'll just notice if you feel any calmer. It's very hard to concentrate on more than standing on one leg when you're standing on one leg. So I want you to stand strong on your right leg. So try to lift your kneecaps up, contract your quads, contract your glutes, breathe in, and as you exhale, pick up your left knee and hold. 5 breaths here. We call that 3, 4, and 5. Good. Rest your foot on your calf. Take your knee out to the side. And again, a little challenge. You're going to see if you can turn your head and look over your right shoulder. Good. And then slowly bring the head back to center. I want you to focus your gaze on something in front of you that's not going to move. And then I want you to breathe in, reach the arms up above your head, palms together, and just see if you can just hold your balance. A few nice deep breaths here. Good. Arms down by your sides and relax. Good. And there's a lot of weight going through that standing leg, so in a good way. So you're strengthening that standing leg. And so we're going to try on the opposite side now. Stand strong on your left leg this time. Hands onto your hips, and you're going to breathe in. And as you exhale, pick up your right knee. Good. Nice soft gaze on something straight in front of you. 5. Lovely. Rest your foot onto your calf. Take your knee out to the side. This time you're going to turn the head and look over your left shoulder. Fix your gaze on a stationary point. And then slowly come back to center. And a little wobble is fine, just don't fall apart. Or if you do, just get it back together again. Breathe in, reach the arms up. 5 nice steady breaths here. 4 and 5. Lovely. And hands down by your sides. And relax. Give the legs a bit of a shake, give the arms a bit of a shake. You're doing really well. We're halfway through the session, so well done. From here, I want you to tuck your chin into your chest, round your shoulders forwards, bend the knees, come onto all fours. So you're probably better on a carpet or a mat, and if you're on a wooden floor, just to protect your knees. So from here, I want you to really think about your core here. So think about drawing your belly button back up towards your spine. Really contract your abs. You feel that nice stable position in your lower back. From there, I want you to breathe in, just let the pelvis drop forwards, arch your lower back, lift your head and look up. Then you're going to tuck your chin into your chest, lift your shoulders, round through your upper, middle and lower back. Breathe in, arch the back, look up. Exhale, tuck the chin into the chest and round the back. Once more, most important thing is that you're enjoying these stretches, so don't worry about what it looks like, just worry about what it feels like. Good. Come back to a neutral position, and then you're going to make big circles with your hips, twice in one direction, and then back the opposite direction. Remember, don't worry about what it looks like, just as long as it feels good for you. Lovely. Back to a nice neutral position. And from here, one of my favourite yoga postures, it's called child's pose. So you're going to sit all the way back onto your heels, extend the arms out in front of you, drop the elbows down, and just let your forehead relax onto the floor or onto the mat. Take a few nice deep breaths here. Then take your hands back in line with your feet. Rest your forehead. And another 2 breaths here. From there, you're going to come back up onto all fours. And then just sit down on your left hip or right hip. Swing the legs forwards and stand up tall. Sit up tall. Okay, so we're all kind of, we're modern life. We all sort of we're adopting more and more of this kind of position when we're on our phones, on our driving, on our laptops. So we're just going to reverse that position and we're going to sit up nice and tall. So squeeze the shoulder blades together, draw the toes up towards the face, and try and just take a nice deep breath here, as if somebody's got a string and they're pulling you up at the top of your head. Lovely. From there, breathe in, reach the arms up, and exhale, come softly forwards. And again, breathe in, reach the arms up, exhale, come forwards. 3 more, breathe in, reach the arms up, and exhale, come forwards. 2 more, breathe in, reach up, exhale, come forwards. Last one, everybody. Breathe in, reach up, and exhale, come forwards. This time, just catch hold of your shins or your ankles. I want you just to take a couple of deep breaths here. And just have a think about what's going on in the back of your body. Where do you feel that tension? It might be in your calves, in your hamstrings, in your lower back, in your upper back, everywhere. Just see if you can take a nice deep breath in and see if you can soften any more forwards along your legs. Good. From there, breathe in, come up. Good. And you're going to just cross your right foot across your left thigh and hug the knee into the chest here. Hug the knee in. So you should be getting a nice stretch on the outside of this right thigh. From there, breathe in, reach up with your left elbow. Take your left elbow across your bent right knee, and then again, this upper back, rotate and look over your right shoulder. Take a few breaths here. And then rotate back to center. Opposite, and reach up with your right elbow this time. Take your right elbow across your bent left knee and you're going to rotate and look over your left shoulder. Sit up nice and tall. And then you're going to come all the way back to center. And you're just going to bring the soles of your feet in together. And just gently rock side to side. Now see if you can squeeze your knees down towards the floor. Sit up tall. And now we're going to bring our knees into the center and take our feet wide. So this may not feel just as comfortable. Take your hands either side of your hips if you like and just walk your feet away from you. Okay, so from there just cross your legs wherever you are. Sit up nice and tall and you're going to try and get your fingertips forwards. So if you can, you're going to come forwards a little bit more. Feel a very nice stretch across your lower back, for your glutes. But it's also very normal to not feel very comfortable sitting in this cross-legged position. So I won't torture you. If you don't want to sit like this, you can sit whatever way you want. Okay, so from there, bring your knees in together. I'm going to give you a few variations of this next pose. Okay, so you can either sit like this with your arms out straight, and we're going to count to 10 like this. You can walk your feet in and lift your toes up off the floor, and we'll count to 10 like this. Or if you really want to show off, you can strongly engage your core and extend your legs out in front of you, and we'll count to 10. So when you're ready, off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold it, 8, 9, and 10. Well done, everybody, well done. Relax. So I think you've earned a rest. So this is my favorite part of the whole practice, my favorite part of yoga. And we're just going to do a 7 or 8 minute mindfulness practice. So I want you to get really comfortable for this, okay? So you can sit on a chair with your feet flat on the floor. You can sit cross-legged like this, and you can lie down. Sometimes it's really lovely just to lie down, let your feet relax out to the side, let your arms relax out to the side. So you're at home, nobody's watching, do whatever feels good for you. Okay, so I'm going to just sit on a cushion. And whichever way you're going to approach this, so hopefully you're in a comfortable position. And the first thing we're going to do is just close our eyes, and we're all going to take 5 breaths together. So when you're ready, take a nice deep inhalation through the nose, and then exhale through your nose. And again, breathe in and exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one, nice long breath through the nose. And exhale through the nose. From there, we're going to do a body scan. So you're either lying down, you're you're sitting on your chair, you can sit up against the sofa, or you can just sit up tall. I want you to try and stay as relaxed as possible. I want you to notice where your feet are touching the ground. Just notice that soft pressure between your feet and the floor beneath you. And then I want you to take your awareness to your shins, your calves. Just check in and see if you can feel any sensations at all. And then take your awareness to your knees, your knee joints, backs of knees. And then through your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes. I just want you to be aware of any tension that you may be holding on to in these areas. And consciously let go, consciously soften. Now you're going to take your awareness to your lower back, your abdomen, your pelvic floor, and just release any tension you might be holding on to. And then across your chest, across your shoulders, your upper back. Just notice that every time you take a breath, as you exhale, you're releasing a little bit of tension, just getting a little bit softer and more relaxed. From there, just take your awareness to your face and your jaw. Relax your jaw. Soften your forehead. Now I want you to take your awareness to your breathing. I want you just to take 5 deep breaths in your own time. Just see if you can hold your concentration, hold your focus for those 5 breaths. If your mind does start to wander, that's absolutely fine, but just see if you can notice that it has wandered off. See if you can bring it back to focusing on your breathing. From there, I just want you to acknowledge any aches and pains that you may have in your body. It's not always comfortable to lie in a position. You start to become aware of where the areas of tension are in your body. But just accept that. And if your mind is busy this evening, that's absolutely fine. You just accept that too. And from there, we're all going to take a big deep breath in together. And a nice long exhalation. And I want you all to lower your heads. Press your palms together in front of your chest. And when you're ready, you're going to open your eyes and lift up your face. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me this evening. It's a real pleasure and a privilege to share this practice with you all. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay positive, stay strong. Namaste.